Hi guys, and welcome to tonight's report. So Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex, continued their international humanitarian engagement this week with a two-day visit to Jordan, where they highlighted the impact of their ongoing partnership with World Central Kitchen. The visit underscored the couple's sustained focus on crisis response, food security, and global public health initiatives, causes that have increasingly defined their post-royal philanthropic work. At the heart of the visit was a detailed briefing on food relief operations supporting civilians affected by conflict in Gaza. Coordinated by the humanitarian organization founded by renowned chef Jose Andres, World Central Kitchen has been delivering fresh meals to communities facing acute shortages amid ongoing instability. Harry and Meghan met with field coordinators and relief workers to better understand the logistical challenges of transporting and distributing food in complex emergency environments. World Central Kitchen was among the first organizations to partner with the Sussex's Charitable Foundation, Actual Philanthropies, shortly after the couple stepped back from their roles as senior members of the British royal family. Since its founding, Actual has emphasized community-driven solutions, equitable access to resources, and rapid responses to crisis, values closely aligned with the mission of World Central Kitchen. The partnership has evolved beyond symbolic support through financial contributions, advocacy, and the ground visits. The Duke and Duchess have sought to amplify the work of frontline responders who provide immediate relief in the aftermath of natural disasters and armed conflicts. Their appearance in Jordan served both as a reaffirmation of that commitment and as a platform to draw renewed international attention to the urgency of humanitarian access in affected regions. Relief officials briefed the couple on supply chain coordination, cross-border cooperation, and the importance of culturally appropriate meal preparation. World Central Kitchen's operational model, deploying trained chefs and volunteers to prepare fresh, hot meals tailored to local tastes, has widely been recognized for restoring dignity as well as nourishment during times of crisis. During the visit, the Duke and Duchess were also received at the regional offices of the World Health Organization in Amman. They were joined by the Director General Tedros Adhanom, who welcomed their interest in the intersection between food security and public health. Discussions focused on how malnutrition, displacement, and limited medical infrastructure can compound the effects of humanitarian crisis. Officials emphasize that reliable access to nutritious meals is often one of the first stabilizing factors in emergency responses efforts, particularly for children, pregnant women, and vulnerable populations. By convening with both health authorities and food relief coordinators, the Sussex's itinerary highlighted the interconnected nature of humanitarian assistance. Food distribution, healthcare delivery, and logistical planning are rarely isolated efforts. Rather, they form a coordinated response aimed at mitigating long-term harm. Dr. Tedros noted the importance of collaborative engagement from public figures who can help maintaining global attention on urgent needs. The visit signaled not only solidarity with aid workers, but also recognitions of the scale and complexity of relief operations currently underway in the region. Chef Jose, reflecting previously on the Duke and Duchess's involvement, once remarked that he appreciates they show up in the humanitarian sector where sustained attention can wane as the social media cycles shift. Presence carries weight. Site visits from high-profile supporters can help secure additional funding, spotlight operational gaps, and elevate voices of those working in the field. For Prince Harry and Meghan, the principle of show up and do good has become a recurring theme in their philanthropic narrative. Rather than establishing entirely new programs, they have frequently chosen to support and scale existing initiatives with proven track records. Wild Central Kitchen, founded in 2010, has responded to crises ranging from earthquakes and hurricanes to refugee displacement and conflict zone. Observers note that such partnerships allow Archwell to function as a catalyst rather than a parallel aid provider. By directing resources towards established organizations, the foundation leverages institutional expertise while broadening public awareness of critical issues. The visit attracted considerable international media coverage and generated significant online engagement. Supporters praised the couple's continued focus on humanitarian causes, while analysts observed that their global profile remains closely tied to advocacy work rather than ceremonial appearances. In Jordan, local officials and aid workers expressed appreciation for the attention brought to regional humanitarian challenges. The country has long served as a key logistical hub for relief efforts across the Middle East, hosting coordination centers, international agencies, and cross-border operations. By situating the visit in the context, the Sussexes underscored Jordan's strategic role in facilitating assistance to neighboring areas in crisis. Public reactions also reflected broader debates about the role of high-profile individuals in the humanitarian advocacy. Proponents argue that celebrity engagement can mobilize resources quickly and maintain visibility for underreported crises. Critics caution that sustained long-term impact depends on systemic policy solutions as much as philanthropic contributions. In this instance, the focus remained largely on operational collaboration and frontline work rather than political commentary. Quantifying the exact impact of philanthropic partnerships can be challenging, but World Central Kitchen reports having served millions of meals globally in recent years. In conflict-affected zones, speed is often the most critical factor. Rapid deployment kitchens and local supplier networks allow the organization to begin food distributions within hours of a crisis. Through actual support, the Duke and Duchess have contributed to funding streams that enable this rapid response model. During briefings in Amman, they reviewed data outlining meals counts, delivery routes, and volunteer coordination strategies. Aid workers described how consistent backing from donors allows them to preposition supplies and invest in infrastructure before emergencies escalate. The Sussexes' visit also emphasized the human dimension of relief work. They spoke with volunteers who prepare meals daily and with coordinators who manage cross-border shipments. For many humanitarian workers, such acknowledgement serves as validation of efforts often carried out under intense pressure. Since relocating to North America and establishing Archwell, Prince Harry and Meghan have pursued what some commentators describe as humanitarian diplomacy, leveraging their platform to convene organizations, spotlight urgent causes, and foster cross-sector collaborations. Their engagements have spanned mental health advocacy, vaccine equity, gender empowerment, and disaster relief. The Jordan visit aligns with that broader strategy by linking food security with public health and international cooperation. The couple positioned their work within a framework of global interconnectedness. In regions affected by protracted conflicts, humanitarian needs rarely exist in isolation. Food shortages, displacement, and health crises often reinforce one another. While public attention may fluctuate, sustained partnerships tend to shape long-term outcomes. World Central Kitchen's presence in Gaza and surrounding areas demonstrated the ongoing need for adaptable, local informed response mechanisms. Through Archwell, the Sussexes appear intent on maintaining engagement in such efforts beyond singular visits or headline moments. As the two-day visit concluded, officials reiterated the importance of continued international support for humanitarian corridors and relief funding. The Duke and Duchess signaled that their collaboration with World Central Kitchen will remain active, with additional initiatives under consideration to strengthen food resilience in vulnerable communities. In a global landscape marked by overlapping crises, from conflict to climate-related disasters, the model of rapid response food relief has become increasingly vital. By spotlighting the work underway in Jordan and Gaza, Prince Harry and Meghan contributed to a renewed conversation about access, dignity, and collective responsibility. For many observers, the visit reinforced a consistent message that sustained presence, partnership, and practical support can play a meaningful role in addressing urgent human needs. Whether through financial backing, advocacy, or on the ground engagement, the Duke and Duchess continue to align their public platform with humanitarian collaborations. As relief organizations navigate evolving challenges, high-profile partnerships such as this one may help ensure that critical operations remain visible and funded amid a crowded global agenda. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, comment down below on what you think about the H&M's humanitarian activities, and see you guys in the next report.